Alright bro, look, if you're an avid anime watcher, especially shonen, you are very familiar with the absent father. Without an absent father figure, some of your favorite MCs wouldn't be where they are. Like bro, Luffy was just left to his own devices since he was a kid. Ash was traveling the world as a 10-year-old. And Gon, his entire mission was to find his deadbeat dad. And no, I didn't forget about Eren. With shonen MCs, having an absent father is a key recipe to success. I mean, look at Burrito. He's doing great. Everybody loves clowning Naruto for not being there for his son, but like, he knew the recipe. He knew if he was present in this man's life, he would never be great. And so he made the greatest sacrifice of all. He distanced himself. But as for the absent father of today's topic, yeah, bro, this man is just despicable. Toji Fushiguro is a menace like no other. Man's headshot at a young girl with zero remorse. Has no problem attacking the elderly and putting the paws on his own son. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are looking at somebody who is a menace just because. But before we get started, don't forget to join the Discord, support me and Omi as I'm trying to get Hate More 10 out within like the next 2 weeks, and become a member of this channel so you can get your videos early, get special emojis, and a badge next to your name. But without further ado, let's get into it. The first time we meet Toji, but he's just being broke, as you do. But he was offered a job and did that shit spectacularly. Until Gojo got high on shrooms and turned him into an Apple logo. But dear viewers, that would not be the end of our boy Toji. So this old lady sorcerer is trying to bring him back. She got her little bodyguard protecting her, and man's over here looking like a mixture of the bombastic Bagman and Mina Ashido from MHA is trying to stop that from happening. Honestly, I did not want to throw a triple K joke in the beginning and get demonetized. Anywho, he's not having much luck because the bodyguard is throwing some elite hand. This boy over here mumbling like A-Train after talking to Homelander.
What did you say?
And she finally finishes, bringing the boy Toji back to life. Now, this whole plan was contingent on the bodyguard taking over Toji's body and using his pure strength and Chad energy to cook everybody else. Yeah, but you see, Toji, he had his own plans, and he took over the dude's mind. And not 2 seconds after coming back to life, he collapsed this old lady. Oh, and I also forgot, he bitch slapped the daylight out of the JJK sorcerer that was here to attack him. But then he pulled up to where the Dagon fight was happening. Now, let's look at this scene right here. Now, Obito has lost an arm, Nanami is banged up, Fushiguro is crashing out as usual, and Maki looked like she's taking the least damage. How did we get here? Well, I'll tell you. Dagon put up on Naobito, Nanami, and Maki, screeching about how they killed Jogo and Hanami, after Naobito had used his 7 deadly frames technique and made him spill out all his coins. But he ends up transforming into the form we now know as Dagon. Unfortunately for him, Naobito called him a cursed spirit, so he's mad and starts yapping about having a name and how Jogo and Hanami had their own name. But Naobito, on the other hand, is also going off on a fucking yap session about animation frames. They both get mad because this has to be the biggest disconnection in the fucking world, bro. One of y'all is yapping about having a name and the other one's going on about frames. So Naobito calls him an uncultured swine and Dagon goes to attack, but Nanami beat him to the punch and took his attention away. By the time he was on the ground, Maki was on her way to attack. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have a classic case of a JJK jumping. Unfortunately for Maki, her attack was caught by Dagon, and then Naobito comes in for the save, pulling off a combo with Nanami, which Dagon managed to block the hit. Dagon, realizing he's about to be the victim of a JJK jumping, puts on a defensive barrier, cause he is not about to end up like Mahito. The 3 of them proceeds to attack, and Dagon jumps in the air to escape, which Naobito was ahead of, and gives him that sweet chin music kick, ending it with a ground combo. After that one, Dagon realized who the real threat is, and Naobito is stopping him from using his domain expansion. And so the boy Dagon squares up. Unfortunately for him,
That motherfucker's cheating!
and using his 7 deadly frames technique to get around him, appearing a whole lot faster. And bro, why does Dagon look like he just busted the fattest nut in this frame right here, bro? My boy, we know what kind of timing you on with them tentacles. Anywho, unfortunately for Dagon, he's not an animator and doesn't know what 24 frames per second is. So he gets caught in the technique while trying to deploy his domain. Naobito goes for a final hit to try and stop the domain from opening, but he was too late. And Dagon reminds him that this is being animated by Mappa. Anywho, they immediately start taking damage from the domain expansion. Except for Naobito, because he knows how to defend against it. Nanami starts trying to tell Maki how to avoid taking damage, and in the middle of his directions, he gets got! Oh no, Nanami got got! Immediately followed by Naobito getting sucker punched and getting caught too!
How many bottles of baby oil do I need for you?
What?
And I'm talking Diddy style.
What did he say? What the fuck?
And when Maki tried to help, she also gets got. Dagon channels his inner Cristiano and kicks the fuck out of Maki. Then he goes and starts yapping to Naobito how great 7 Deadly Sins Season 3 was. Had this man terrified of what he was hearing.
Meliodas versus Escobar was the greatest fight ever seen on television. Nothing could compare.
Man's really cooked all 3 of them. Maki came back talking shit. Dagon's like, alright, you talking shit, but when I eat your ass... Ladies and gentlemen, intonation is everything when you're recording a video. Anywho, in the middle of threatening Maki, the king of crashing out himself, Megumi, pulls up in the domain. And since he's disrupting it, the surefire hit ability is neutralized. He also brought the playful cloud to Maki. Dagon goes to attack Megumi, but gets smacked in the back of the head by Maki, and then proceeds to take another hit that sends him flying. Since Maki just beat his ass, he decides to send some spirits after Megumi, but Nanami came in for the save. And unfortunately for Dagon, he realized that all 3 of them survived his attack, but Naobito lost an arm in the process, and he was not happy. Nanami continues defending Megumi until he tells this man his real plan. He's gonna open a hole in the domain expansion so they can escape. And Nanami, knowing how much of a crash out Megumi is, he's like, you're not planning for the 3 of us to escape while you stay here, right? Megumi's like, bro, relax, I'm not that crazy. Right. Anywho, Nanami calls the other 2 so they can escape, and also at that moment, Dagon realized their actual plan. Unfortunately for everybody, when Megumi opened the hole, Toji's ass decided to jump in, and we get back to this scene. So Toji pulled up, made Maki look weak, and the guy that was giving everybody problems, he made him look like child's play. Smacks the shit out of him with the playful cloud. Like, bro, I know this nigga got some CTE after that hit. And bruh, this fight is the definition of spectacular. It really showed Toji's skills with just throwing hands. Mans was getting it in, throwing Dagon around like a toy. No matter what this man Dagon summoned, it did not work. Like, bro, look at this lunatic. I know that fish tasted nasty, but he just continues tossing Dagon around. So Dagon summons more monsters. But Toji ran through them niggas like butter. Smacks his ass, but he caught this man Toji. And Dagon tried to pull a Jonah and the Whale parody. Toji shut that shit down immediately. Bro had Dagon exhausted.
Hey yo, what the fuck is going on? Why can't I kill this nigga?
Toji is pulling horror movie moves, and look at this man's face as he goes to attack Dagon. This is the face of pure ignorance and malice. Dagon ended up blocking the hit, but Toji did not stop attacking, making this nigga bleed. Like, dude was just manhandling Dagon. Bro was even styling on him, like Toto. The amount of disrespect that this move alone has in it. And mans proceed to put feet-to-face contact while grinning. Like, smell my feet, nigga. Bro puts Dagon on his ass, and with pure brute strength, he turned the playful cloud into a shank. Like, my nigga, what prison are you from? This man Dagon was confused at the fact that he was losing right now. Had his ass breathing voluntarily. Like, bro, do you know how hard it is to stop thinking about breathing once you do? Anywho, bro, Toji had this man stressed. Dagon tried to escape, but this fight quickly turned into a jumping again. And Toji gets him in the head. Dagon tried to pull off one last move, but he forgot he was fighting Toji. And this nigga just goes ham on his head. Bro turned this nigga Dagon into fish paste. If you thought that was crazy, well, let me remind you that this nigga ran the fade with his own son. So he pulls up to Megumi, right? And mans immediately started stressing, bro. And we all know how much of a crash out Megumi is. Megumi summons the fleeing hairs and starts booking it. But Toji's on his ass. He runs into a warehouse and tried to throw hands with Toji. Megumi, bro, you saw how this man was manhandling Dagon. Why would you even try approaching this dude? Anywho, Megumi gets bitch slapped, and the bunnies tried to help. Toji catches one and uses it as a fucking nunchuck. And Megumi tried to come back for round 2. Gets headbutted and tossed like a bag of rice. And Toji pulls one of the cleanest moves I've ever seen, not gonna lie. Like, how do you even think of this? Anywho, after demolishing the rabbits, he goes after Megumi and starts ragdolling him. Bro was legit tossing entire trucks at this man. Who do you think you are? Shizuo? For those of you who got that reference, great. For the ones who didn't, this is Shizuo from Durarara. And this is what he does to a man who tried to attack him and just casually throws vending machines at people. Anywho, Megumi is running for his life right now. He leads Toji to a building and tried to fry his ass with electricity, but that barely managed to stop Toji, and he just kept coming. Toji goes for an attack, but Megumi, planning it out, caught his ass and tried to stab him, but Toji was too fast. Man stopped for a second and asked Megumi for his name. When he says Fushiguro, Toji, finally realizing that's his son, happily offs himself. An oddly happy ending for the menace known as Toji. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.